My next guest tonight plays Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's also starred in American Pie 1 and 2. Please welcome the lovely Alysson Hannigan. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
Oops.
Look very nice. Need help with that? Are you okay?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, I'm here to help.
I just didn't have a spot to hold the mic pack. So.
Yeah, sorry. They've got to come up with a better system for the lovely ladies that wear their... Like us guys, we can have the big battery thing hanging off our asses, but
well,
you ladies,
I've
it doesn't work.
or I haven't invented, but I have an idea. A mic pack that's a suppository. She just...
Not gonna catch on.
No?
No.
Well, I thought you could try it first. No?
Did it once. That's enough. Everything good with you?
Yes. I have to give him a little hell though before I start.
Okay.
We were staying at the same hotel, and I got into the elevator and he had his head down. He was reading, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to the exact same place you're going." He's like, "I seriously doubt it."
Actually, that's not what I said.
Right. Well.
Yeah, you're dreaming. What I said was, I don't think so, because when you said you're going where I'm going, I thought you meant hell, and I thought, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Then he looked up and he was very sweet. You were right.
In a way, you were right. We're all in hell now.
That's what I'm saying.
Awkward celebrity moment hell. But in fairness, he didn't know it was you. He was looking down.
Of course.
Yeah.
And he was very sweet afterwards.
And the thing is, I'm usually like, if I'm like looking down at my paper and people come up to me and say stuff, I'm always like, buzz off, fathead.
Yeah,
and then I look up and it's Tom Hanks. I'm like, That's happened many times. I've said buzz off, fathead to Tom Hanks like 15 times. Yeah.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
My own fault.
Sorry.
Now, I understand you have a new resolution. I don't know if this is true, but to try and stop saying a certain word.
Yes. You know, every once in a while, some horrible word will just come into my vocabulary and never leave. And now I'm sort of addicted to saying dude. And, you know, it started because of Emma Caulfield, who was actually on your show, too. But anyway, but she says it incessantly.
It's like a bad date over here. Come on. Come on, buddies. You know, actually, that's how we're going to start shooting the show now, is me in between the two celebrities.
No, it's good. It works.
Oh, no, I love yeah, so I say
you,
dude constantly, and
I'm trying to say dude more.
Oh,
yeah,
well, just
to connect with the kids.
Come hang out with us, because.
But I force it in like where it doesn't belong. I'm like, that sounds really interesting, you dude. And then it's not right.
Yeah, when I first started, my boyfriend sort of said, honey, so is this dude thing gonna stick? I'm like, I'm sorry, baby, I can't help it. He's like,
you weren't sorry, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I can't help you out.
Yeah, it's very contagious. I've also been addicted to like rad and...
Ooh, that's a bad one.
And like, but yeah, it's awful.
You know, there's a lot of people, I watch The Real World a lot, and...
have you seen the new one?
The Vegas one?
Oh, with
where they're just pouring it up all the time? Yeah.
And so exciting.
I'm sorry, but...
Yeah.
My TV spectrum is very wide. I know about Joey Tata, and I know about The Real World. And, but anyway, they say like is, with some young people today, every word is like, and there's no word in between. There's nothing else. It's just like, and there's no information coming out. And that's what makes me feel like an angry old man. Because I'm watching going, learn to speak the Queen's English.
See, now that should have been, you should just say, learn to speak the Queen's English, dude.
Dude, you're right. And then I'd be cool and angry, which is much cooler.
Yeah.
Now, on this show, Buffy, you guys have fanatical fans. I mean, fans that are pretty intense.
Definitely.
How weird does it get?
It gets a little odd. I've seen people with the logo tattooed on them. And I read about a guy who has the cast members' faces like tattooed all over his body, and he wants to meet everybody and have them sign a body part so he can get that tattooed on. It's like, well, that's interesting.
Like, what body parts are we talking about?
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen the guy. The logo was on someone's shoulder. It's kind of scary.
How old is this guy? I hope he's at least. I hope he's not a kid.
Right.
And it's just some like because you know those are decisions
that. If it's a phase, that's kind of scary.
Right.
You know, and I was also hoping that if it were a woman that wanted to like get faces tattooed, that she wouldn't do it in this area just in case she got pregnant, because then our faces would be like.
That's thinking way ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, stretch marks. I don't want.
Now you know you have fanatical fans, or you know that that your show has achieved a sort of cult status when they start making porno movies that are based on your show, and that's happened now, hasn't it?
I've heard. I haven't seen, of course. I mean, maybe you could tell me, but
they're quite. They're quite good. They're not. They have a certain quality.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard that there's one called Muffy the Vampire Layer.
What was that all about? Was that meaning you've seen it, or?
I have starch in my collar.
Yeah.
Okay. Working that out.
I always like to end segments on porno, but that's just
good.
me. Yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer airs Tuesday nights at 8 on UPN.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys worked out your little rift.
Yes.
It's all been cured now. See, I'm like Chuck Woolery, and this is my love connection. Alysson Hannigan, thank you very much for being here. When we come back, Bonnie Raitt is here. Stick around.